NewtonVR is a free, multi-headset, physics-based VR interaction framework. It works with Unity's built-in physics engine to give your items the same physics that the rest of your world has. Specifically, that means that you can pick up and throw items very naturally. Held items don't ghost through other objects. Mass is taken into account between items. We've included a basic collision sound framework so that when one object hits another, a sound is produced. It works with both the Oculus Touch and the HTC Vive with a singular camera rig. And it has the option to let you use your controllers as physical objects in the world. The most basic interaction that NewtonVR enables is picking up items and releasing them. You do that by pressing the grip button, which is the little kind of vertical button on the side of the Vive controller. You just get close to an object, your controller will start to vibrate very slightly. When you press the grip button, it'll pick that item up. And you can move it around, and then as soon as you release that button, it'll drop. That enables really easy things like throwing or picking something out of a tree. With NewtonVR, held items respect physics. So when I grab this block and try and pass it through this post, it's not going to do that. You'll notice its physics also aren't freaking out as if you had a joint attached. That's because we're using velocities instead of traditional Unity joints. Mass is respected in NewtonVR. So if I pick up this tiny block and then try and move this big one, you'll notice it doesn't push very much. It pushes a little bit, but not a lot. If I try and push this block at the base, it's not moving at all. If I get those blocks out of the way and try and push a bigger block, this block I've set it to have larger mass. You'll notice that doesn't move it barely at all. Sound is really important in virtual reality. And to have a system that is trying to mimic real-life objects, you also want them to make some kind of noise when they hit each other or hit other objects. NewtonVR includes a basic collision sound framework that you can attach to each game object to let it know what kind of sound to produce when they hit each other. So if I just drop this box on the floor, it makes a thud. If I hit a bunch of objects, you'll notice a few different sounds created there. The volume of the sound is based on the speed of the impact and the distance it is from you. It does do properly like 3D sound. With setting up only one camera rig, NewtonVR works with both the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift. Sometimes you want to interact with the world outside of picking up an object. Sometimes you want to interact with items that are attached to an environment. For that kind of interaction method, we give you physical controllers. If you press the grip button while your controller is not over an object, it will turn physical. And then you can use it in the environment just like you would an item. That allows you to do things like press buttons, flip switches, pull levers, move dials, and spin wheels. You can get NewtonVR for free on GitHub or the Unity Asset Store. We've got documentation up at newtonvr.readme.io. If you make something cool with it, let us know. We're at TTLabsVR on Twitter, and we can throw it up on our website at newtonvr.com.